Hi, welcome back to week 4. I hope by now you're beginning to feel the power of these short writing exercises. Last week I introduced you to stepping stones as a way to remember your stories. We'll revisit them again this week. And this week I'll be introducing you to techniques which will help you get the pen moving if you feel stuck. So let's start. Noticing I'm a fan of Rumi. Most of the quotes in this series are from the 13th century Persian poet. Look past your thoughts so you may drink the pure nectar of this moment. Again, we'll enter the moment with a short meditation to bring us into the practice. When I ring the bell, you'll pick up your pens and come into your check-in writing for today. Close your eyes. Rest your hands on your knees. Have your feet flat on the floor. Now take a deep, slow breath in through the nose and slowly exhale out through the mouth. Again, a deep, slow breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Continue this breathing and bring your awareness to your body. Notice your feet on the floor, your body in the chair. Remember, there's nothing you have to do. Just be here, right now, in this moment, on this chair, in this room. Notice any areas of tightness in your body and move your awareness to another part of your body. If your mind wanders, that's okay. That's just what minds are trained to do. Gently bring it back to your body, on the chair, right here, right now. For the next minute, just sit in this body, watching your breath, noticing your thoughts, and bringing your focus back to your body. Now pick up your pens and start this session by checking in with yourself. Write the date and right here, right now. Right here, right now, I notice feelings. I notice thoughts. I notice body sensations. Today, I'm grateful for. Put down your pens. And I want to pause here for a second and remind us how important these check-in exercises are. It's a mindful exercise to bring us into the present. in our minds, bodies, and feelings, arriving at the session or leaving the session with curiosity, not judgment. At the beginning of a session, this check-in helps to ground us, reduce the chatter in our minds and bodies, and encourages us to be present. It also provides us information about what we are bringing into the session today. After a writing exercise, these observations provide valuable insight beyond the words on the page and often tell us what we need to pay attention to. Always start a check-in with I notice is a reminder to ourselves that we are observing what is going on, not just being in our body and in the feeling. It's a subtle difference, but if you keep doing these exercises, you will notice a feeling of openness and curiosity. Just want to do these exercises again, this time paying attention to the noticing. So I notice a feeling of sadness versus I am sad. I notice judging thoughts versus I am doing this wrong. I notice a tension in my neck versus my neck is tense. Last week we looked at stepping stones as a way to remember events that had shaped our lives. We can use this exercise in many ways. It can help us look at the history of your relationships, jobs, losses, places, celebrations. And today we're going to be using it as a technique to track positive emotional times in our lives. For this exercise, I want you to imagine events and times in your life that are connected to positive emotions. Don't worry about being chronological. So I want us to draw 10 circles on the page, and in each circle you'll be putting a few words down to note this positive time. For example, my 15th birthday or buying my first record. For example, my 15th birthday or buying my first record. My stepping stones of joy. So fill in the circles. Now I want you to write, I noticed that these joyful times in my life all had something in common. And lastly, this week I will bring more joy into my life by. I will bring more joy into my life by. And put down your pens. Often the toughest part of writing practice is deciding what to write about. Sometimes it's good just to sit down and start writing whatever comes into our minds, but often our minds can either be so busy or so empty we can't find a starting point. Springboards are a series of statements and questions that give us a lead into a writing. Like the diving board getting us into the water, the springboard's job is to get us into the writing and get the pen moving. So springboards are statements, questions, quotes, or lyrics which launch you into your writing. The statement or the question becomes a topic sentence. It helps you focus, clear your head, and get your pen moving. If you decide to veer off in another direction, that's totally fine. Organize, explore, reflect, and question. They can be practical by helping us prioritize our thoughts or our tasks, or they can help us access deep, often unconscious parts of ourselves. Keep them simple and short. A place in your journal to collect your springboard ideas. I want you to build a list of your own springboards, and I have a few examples of how you can write these springboards. So the first one is a statement. I am happy, angry, frustrated. So it's using a statement and emotions. The second one, if I knew I couldn't fail, I would. The next, my biggest fear or joy is what I need, want, and fear. Why am I avoiding, procrastinating, and hanging on? A quote like time heals, or a lyric like when I find myself in times of trouble. I want you to write 20 springboard questions that resonate with you. Now choose one of these springboards and start writing for a few minutes without pausing. Keep the pen moving. Just take a minute to write a short reflection. What I noticed writing this story, or what I noticed putting down my springboards. Now put down the pen. I encourage you to add to this list of springboards and use them if you're feeling stuck, not knowing what to write about. We'll end with another quote from Rumi. Writing helps us stop hiding and running from ourselves, which is why I chose this quote today. If you want the moon, do not hide from the night. If you want a rose, do not run from the thorns. If you want love, do not hide from yourself. Once again, thanks for attending, and I hope something today encouraged you to be curious, to wonder, or to just notice. I welcome your feedback, it's really helpful. And as always, I'll leave you with some reflections.